Have you ever wondered why, despite dieting strictly and running for hours, your stubborn belly fat simply refuses to budge? It is a truly frustrating experience. It is not because you lack willpower or discipline. Instead, your body might be stuck in a survival mode that prevents any significant fat loss from occurring. Today, we are shifting our focus away from simple calorie counting. We are going to explore the world of hormones, the real masters of your body weight. When you understand how these chemicals work, you will finally find the key to unlocking the door to that persistent and difficult to lose abdominal fat you have. Think about all those times you ate less but felt more tired. Your body was responding to a signal that it needed to conserve energy for survival. Eating less and exercising more is the traditional advice. Yet for many, the belly stays exactly the same size despite their very best and most exhausting efforts. This cycle of failure happens because your internal chemistry is working against you. Your body is trying to protect you, but it is doing so by storing fat. Let us dive deep into the science of why this happens and how you can finally fix it by working with your body rather than against it. Meet cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone. It is produced by your adrenal glands and plays a vital role in your overall survival and health. When you face a threat, cortisol spikes to give you energy. However, in our modern world, we are constantly stressed, keeping these hormone levels dangerously high. Chronic stress signals to your brain that you are in a long-term emergency. In response, your body starts preparing for a perceived upcoming period of famine. To prepare, cortisol tells your liver to release stored sugar into your blood. This provides quick energy to run away from a predator or fight a foe. But if you are just sitting at a desk feeling stressed, you don't use that sugar. Instead, your body moves it straight to your belly area. This specific type of fat, called visceral fat, is stored around your internal organs. It serves as a convenient and nearby energy reserve for future emergencies. Here is the catch. Extreme dieting is also a form of stress. When you starve yourself, your cortisol levels actually rise, making the problem even worse. You think you are losing weight by skipping meals, but your body thinks it is dying. It clings to every ounce of fat to ensure your survival. This is why the harder you push, the more your body resists. It is a biological tug-of-war that you simply cannot win through sheer force of will. High cortisol levels act like a master switch that keeps the fat storage mode permanently turned on, regardless of how many calories you are currently eating. To lose the belly, we must first signal to the brain that the danger has passed. We must lower the cortisol levels to unlock those fat stores. Now, let us talk about the relationship between cortisol and insulin. Think of insulin as a key that unlocks your cells to let energy inside them. Under normal conditions, insulin helps your body use sugar for fuel. But when cortisol is high for too long, the locks on your cells become jammed. This condition is known as insulin resistance. Your cells stop responding to the insulin key, and the sugar in your blood has nowhere to go but fat. When your cells are resistant, they are essentially starving for energy even though your blood is full of sugar. This creates a vicious and exhausting cycle. Because the cells aren't getting fuel, you feel hungry and tired all the time. Your body then demands more food, especially sugar, to get quick energy. But since the insulin isn't working, that extra food is also converted into belly fat. You are eating more but feeling less energized every single day. It is a perfect storm for weight gain. No amount of exercise can fix a metabolism that is fundamentally broken by these two powerful and conflicting hormones. The more you stress about your weight, the higher your cortisol goes. The higher your cortisol, the more insulin resistant you become, and the belly grows. Breaking this cycle requires a shift in strategy. We must address the hormonal environment of the body before we can expect the fat to finally leave. When we fix the insulin sensitivity, your cells will finally open up. They will start using the stored fat for fuel, and your energy will return. It is like finally finding the right key for a lock that has been stuck for years. Everything starts to function the way nature originally intended. How do you know if you have a cortisol belly? There are several biological markers that can tell you if stress is your primary weight driver. First, look at your sleep. Do you struggle to fall asleep at night even though you are exhausted? This is a classic sign of high nighttime cortisol. Normally, cortisol should be low at night to let you rest. If it is high, you will feel wired but tired, unable to truly shut down. Second, do you have intense cravings for salty or sweet snacks? High cortisol drains your minerals and messes with your blood sugar, driving these strong urges. Third, look at your body shape. Cortisol belly is unique because the fat is concentrated in the middle, while your arms and legs might remain quite thin. This happens because cortisol actually breaks down the muscle tissue in your limbs to turn it into sugar, which then gets stored as belly fat. If you have these signs, traditional high-intensity interval training or HIIT might actually be working against you by spiking your already high cortisol even higher. Your body views intense exercise as just another stressor. Instead of burning fat, it goes into a deeper state of emergency and stores even more fat. Do you feel drained for hours after a workout instead of energized? This is a major red flag that your nervous system is currently overtaxed. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward healing. Your body is not broken. It is simply responding to the environment you are providing for it. Now that we have identified the problem, let us move on to the practical, science-backed steps you can take to reverse this process starting today. Lowering cortisol is not about fighting your body. It is about cooperating with it. Here are 3 powerful steps to reset your hormonal system. Step 1 is prioritizing your biological clock. Sleep is the most powerful cortisol-lowering tool we have, but it must happen at the right time. Try to be in bed and asleep before 11 p.m. This aligns with your natural circadian rhythm when your body performs its most deep hormonal repair. In the morning, get outside and let natural sunlight hit your eyes within the first 30 minutes of waking up. This sets your cortisol for the day. Morning light signals your brain to produce a healthy spike of cortisol early, which then allows it to drop naturally as the evening approaches. Step 2. Change your movement strategy. If you are stressed, stop the heavy cardio. Instead, engage in long, slow walks in nature every single day. Walking in nature, especially under trees, has been scientifically proven to lower cortisol levels significantly more than walking on a treadmill in a gym. The goal is movement that lowers your heart rate and calms your mind. We want to tell your nervous system that you are safe and secure. Focus on deep, nasal breathing while you walk. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the direct off switch for the stress response. Step 3. Support your body with specific nutrition. We aren't talking about restriction, but about replenishment of the minerals that stress depletes from you. Magnesium and potassium are your relaxation minerals. They help calm the nervous system and make your cells more sensitive to insulin once again. Include plenty of leafy greens and potassium-rich foods in your diet. These minerals help blunt the cortisol response and protect your heart and muscles. Hydration and mineral balance are key. When your body feels nourished and safe, it no longer has a reason to hold onto that protective belly fat. Reduce stimulants like caffeine and sugar, which mimic the stress response in your body. They provide a temporary boost but leave you more exhausted later. By focusing on sleep, gentle movement, and mineral-rich foods, you are creating an internal environment where fat loss becomes an effortless and natural byproduct. You don't need to be perfect. Even small changes in these 3 areas will begin to lower your cortisol and shift your metabolism back into balance. Within a few weeks of this approach, many people notice their sleep improves, their cravings vanish, and their midsection finally starts to get smaller. This is a lifestyle change that honors your biology. It is about longevity and health. not just about fitting into a smaller pair of jeans. Be patient with yourself. It took time for your body to reach this state of stress, and it will take some time to heal it completely. You are doing something wonderful for your future self. Every step you take toward lowering stress is a step toward a healthier and leaner body. When your nervous system is at peace, your body can finally let go of the weight. It is a beautiful transformation from the inside out. Remember, you are not alone in this. Millions are struggling with the same hormonal hurdles, and together we can find a better way to live. Start with just one of these steps tonight. Maybe it is just going to bed a little earlier. That small action can change everything for you. As we conclude, I want you to remember that your belly fat is not an enemy to be hated. It was your body's way of protecting you. It was a signal that you were carrying too much, that life was too heavy, and that you needed more care and much more rest. You can change your story at any age. Your body is incredibly resilient and is always waiting for the right signals to begin the healing process. Listen to the signs, understand the science, and slowly, gently, change your habits to support your hormone health and your overall peace of mind. Don't force the process. Allow it to happen. When you stop fighting your nature will start working for you in ways you never imagined. I hope this lecture has given you a new perspective on your health. It is not about calories, it is about the chemistry of your life. Let us take one deep breath together right now. Inhale the possibility of change, and exhale the stress of the past. You are safe now. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Your journey to a calmer mind and a healthier body starts with this very single moment. I am looking forward to hearing about your progress. Stay consistent, stay patient, and most importantly, stay kind to yourself throughout this whole process. You have the knowledge now. You have the tools. Go forth and reclaim your health, your energy, and your confidence. You truly deserve it. Take care of your heart. Take care of your mind. And your body will follow. Goodbye for now, and I will see you very soon.